everyone, welcome back to my channel, So Little Time, and my name is Karen. I'm here today to go through with you my October plans, so I'll get straight stuck into it. And the first thing I want to make is a Tilly in the Buttons Coco dress, just like the one I'm wearing actually, but this time I'm going to do it in a blue stripy fabric, which I picked up from John Lewis recently, so they probably still have this in stock. And I think they do stock this as standard, as it's like my previous stripy tops and spotty tops. It's the Auditor's Jersey, about £12 a metre. So I have cut this out all ready to go, and I'll be cracking on with that more or less straight away, because I want to get wearing that now that the weather's starting to cool down a little bit. I'll stand back and just actually show you the one I'm wearing, because I have lengthened the this one that I'm going to make, I think by only maybe by about an inch or two. I can't quite remember what I did now, but this one I've kept at the standard size. However, it is slightly short, especially if I wear it with boots, but it's alright if I wear it with flats. But yeah, if I bend over, obviously there's a risk of me flashing, so I want to make sure that doesn't really happen with this one. So I've just lengthened it slightly, and I can turn the hem under an adequate amount to get it to the length I want to. So that's the first make, and then the second make I want to do is the Blackwood Cardigan by Helen's Closet, and I'm going to do the long version again. I'm not sure if I'm going to put the pockets on that, but the fabric I've picked up for it, I picked up from Crafty So and So in Leicester whilst I was on their So Leicester day that they organised, which was a lovely day, a self-indulgent day that I don't get very often. So I left my husband with the 3 boys and then went in on the bus and met all the other sewists at a cafe where we had lunch and did a pattern swap. So in a future vlog I will show you the patterns that I picked up, because there are a few that I'd like to crack on with this this season, hopefully. So I picked up this pink sort of marl effect jersey, and it's quite thin, so it's not like a ponty weight or anything like that, but I think it would be really suitable for the Blackwood cardigan. So yeah, like I say, I'm not sure if I'm going to put the pockets on, but I'm going to do the same length that I did with my blue one, where I took 2 inches off the hemband and the neck band, just to bring it slightly shorter, so when I wear it with dresses like this, it fits sort of level just above the bottom of the dress. Otherwise it can be a bit too long for certain things. So that's that one. I think that is actually quite a fairly quick make, so I should be able to get on with that soon. And then the next one I'm planning on making is the Sew Over It Ultimate Pyjamas. Now I've had this for probably coming up for 2 years this Christmas, and I never got around to making it, but I bought the kit that Lisa brought out, and I chose the blue and green tartan fabric, and she's modelling the red one, red and blue, and it just comes in sizes, I think it's like small, medium, yeah, extra small, small, medium, large and extra large, so from a size 8 to a size 18, and it just has an elasticated waist, and then you put a ribbon through it, and that came as part of the kit, the elastic and everything. So I should be able to crack on with that. I don't know why I've not done it sooner, to be honest. I don't know, other things just took priority. So, but my pyjama bottoms are looking a bit disgusting. So yeah, I'd like to get those done ready for this autumn winter, so they'll be quite snuggly, and it comes with the paper pattern. So I will be tracing that off. I think I'll probably go with a size 10. Let's have a look. The small 10 to 12, because I think that will fit my body shape a lot better. I don't want them too baggy, but I also don't want them too tight so they'll be uncomfortable. The next make I'm planning to do is the Sew House 7 toaster sweater. Now I bought this earlier this year, and I have been putting off making this just because I've been a bit, I don't know about what size to make. So for my body measurements, I'm going to do version 1, this one here, and I will lengthen the bodice slightly. As you know, I like to have mine sitting at low hip, and this obviously it's quite high on the hip. Yeah, so I am going to lengthen that maybe by about 2 inches. So we'll see how I go with that. But yeah, the size for my body measurements is basically saying that I need to do a small bust top half, and then my waist is more like a medium, and then my hips are in the large, so I'll probably just end up doing a medium and see how I get on with that. It does give you the finished garment measurements, and there is quite a bit of ease, so I may even go down to the small. I'll have to see. It doesn't give you the finished measurements for the hip, which is the bit that I obviously need for me, because the rest obviously is a bit smaller. But yeah, and the fabric I've got for this is like this bubble wrap effect jersey. It's quite heavyweight as well, so it will be really snuggly. And I've seen Cheryl from Stitchy Bee had made a heather dress, a sew over it heather dress in this fabric, which is where I got the idea to purchase it. And I can't actually remember where I bought it from now, because it was a little while ago that I bought it. It has been sat in my stash, and I was going to do a straight copy of the heather dress like she did, but to be honest, it had been sat in my stash for that long that I started to go off that idea. So I think I'm going to use this as like my toile really for the Soho 7 toaster sweater, just to get the size right, and then I'd like to just do a plain kind of Ponte Roma fabric for that. Okay, and then the next one is just literally to finish off my Tilly and the Buttons Cleo, as I spoke to you about in a previous vlog, and I've decided I am going to take this blue pocket off. I just think it's a bit too blue. I'm not really keen on this particular blue colour on this this mustard denim, and I got this from Minerva Crafts, this denim, by the way, and I think I've seen a lot of people popping up with this mustard denim recently, and a lot of Cleos, so it's quite popular, obviously for autumn as well. It's a great colour, but I'm going to do dark top stitching thread to make the pocket stand out, because otherwise I think it will blend in too much. And on the reverse of this dress I did do mustard pockets, but I just use a standard thread, so you can't actually see that it's it doesn't stand out that much, so I'm not bothered on that. But on the front pocket I want that to stand out a bit more, so that's what I've got to do. And then I've just got to I need to purchase some bias binding to do the inside of the facing, because I like that to look clean. And then I've just got to put the buckles on the straps, and I've just purchased the ones that like the snap kind of ones. Yeah, and to be honest, I never on the straps where you're supposed to stitch it so it stays where it is, I never do that, because I find that sometimes after a few washes it does shrink even more than when you've pre-washed it. So I like to be able to move that buckle appropriately, so I can get the length as to how I want it. So I never do. I just leave them hanging underneath, and they never creep out or show, so that's what I do. Yeah, so I had the fitting issues with the Carnaby dress, which I talked to you about in my previous vlog, and I have actually since now altered it. So what I've done is I unpicked it all the side seams, unpicked the armhole facing where it was all attached, and redid the burrito effect to re-stitch it. And what I did was basically stitched it 2 centimetres more in than I did on the 1.5 centimetres. So in total I did a 3.5 centimetre seam allowance on each shoulder on each side, and so now it is brought in a bit more. It probably could be doing with being brought in even more, to be honest, to be where I want it to be. But obviously to take it in any more, it makes the armhole obviously lower, and I obviously don't want it to be flashing my bra strap. So I've had to leave it how it is. But when I do another one, I think initially I thought I'd have to size down to maybe a 10 and then grade to a 12 at the bottom, but I think actually I might even do an 8 and grade to a 10, because of where I took those 4 centimetres off the bottom skirt. Obviously that's brought the skirt in a lot more, and it does fit okay, so I actually haven't let that out any. Yeah, and then on the side seams I literally turned the dress inside out, did exactly as I did with the Stevie dress, and just freehand drew a line as to where I thought it should be brought into. And I haven't transferred that to the pattern pieces, because obviously I'm going to recut a different size, and now I am happy with it. I haven't hemmed it yet, so I took a picture of myself wearing it and popped it on my Instagram account, and I did have quite a lot of feedback on that people were interested to see the alterations that I'd made, because a couple of people were going to be making a toile of it, and they were thinking of doing the same sort of thing, that they've had the same fitting issues. So if you are a bit more hippie, I do think that shift dresses, you're always going to have excess fabric at the back or sides where you need to take it in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it on now rather than show it you with my October makes, because it is basically near enough finished. I just need to hem it, and possibly in the future I might lengthen it slightly, because when I hem it I am going to have to do quite a small hem on that, but I'm happy with it being a wearable toile now, so I'm pleased that I managed to fix the fit issues that I did have with that. So I'll go and pop that on now, and then you can see the difference to what I showed you from my previous vlog. Okay, so I've popped it on. I do still have a little bit of gaping issue here, but like I said, I couldn't take the armholes in anymore because it's already a lot lower than it should be. So like I say, next time I'm definitely going to have to just size down, and then if I need to make any alterations like that, at least it will bring it in a lot more, because I think still I would like it to be a little bit more in, and I am getting a little bit of excess here as well, so it's just definitely too big, this size, but I'm happy for this to be a wearable toile, like I say. So I'll stand back so you can see where I've brought it in at the waist. And so you'll see that I haven't got all that excess that I had. So I have taken in quite a bit. I have just got the hem pinned, not at the back, just at the front, so I can see where I want it to sit. And I haven't lost too much room in the pockets from taking in those side seams, because obviously I did try and leave the bottom at 1.5 centimetres, so that has kind of stayed as it was. So yeah, I'm happy with the fit. It's much more streamlined here. And there's still plenty of room for having a big meal and things like that. But yeah, it's just the armholes. And I think I probably could have taken it in maybe a bit more there at the side. But to be honest, I'm not going to faff about with it anymore, because I know what I need to do for when I have recut it in a different size. But I'm going to show you this on with my Blackwood cardigan, because when I make the pink one, I think this will go really well with the pink. And also you'll see where I've done this 2 inches shorter, you'll see where it sits. So if it was 2 inches longer, I wouldn't really wear it with this dress because of the difference in the hemline. So I'll stand back and pop this on, just so you can see, like I say, where it will fall. So and also just rearrange the neckline. Yeah, so you can see with the front being the length I'm going to take it to, it literally just sits where it should be. Obviously the back's a bit longer at the minute because I haven't taken that hem up to where I'm going to stitch it. But yeah, you can see that it looks really quite nice together, and I think the pink one will really contrast really well with this. I don't think it's actually got any pink in it, but when I put the pink facing on, it did go quite nice together. And it is quite Christmassy fabric, like I said, but I don't mind that as we're coming into sort of winter time at some point. But yeah, I don't mind that at all. So okay, that's my plans for October. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to receive any more notifications of future videos that I do by clicking that bell. And then I hope to come back to you obviously at the end of this month with all these things finished. Fingers crossed. We are into the 5th of October already, but I have already started on that Tilly and the Buttons Coco dress, so hopefully I'll get that done over the weekend. And then the next vlog that I want to upload is to go through with you the patterns that I picked up from the pattern swap at So Leicester. And also I did a project for Loros charity, which is based in Leicester, and they approached me to do a tutorial on how to make a little girl's dress as part of their campaign #ShopLoros. So I did that, and that was the first sort of vlogging that I'd ever done. So I did I had to film me actually making the dress, but what I also did was go out to the shop and took my camera and filmed myself finding something in their shop to recycle into a little girl's dress. So I didn't just do it from fabric that I bought, it was actually an item of clothing that I bought from their charity shop in Leicester. So I will talk to you a bit more about that in detail on another vlog. Yeah, so hopefully you'll be interested in taking a look at that, especially if you are a beginner, because it is a really simple dress that I've done. So again, like I say, thanks ever so much for watching, and I shall see you again soon. Thanks, bye.